ready to unmute yourself. There's music playing. She's walking. It's a she walking to the stage. It is Friederike. Please welcome Friederike to the stage.
About 15 years ago, I fell in love at first sound. It was online dating, and we had been exchanging those long and very witty and intelligent mails, cleverly worded, and then we spoke on the phone. 4 times a day, 3 times a day, endless, short. When we saw something, when we felt something, when we liked something, when we were upset, we shared everything. And I fell in love at first sound. We met. We took a skiing vacation together for 3 days, and I spent the weekend at his house. He brought me flowers. He taught me how to do Swiss fondue. So I felt heaven has come true, a man that can cook. We discovered each other. It was just wonderful. But I was in Berlin and he was in Switzerland, so it was complicated. But I had the feeling we had a plan that should somehow work. But the first thing that was supposed to happen was to have him visit me. And it turns out that when he was talking so much to me, he was speeding. And so he got a ticket, and it was not a small ticket, and it was a lot of money, and he wasn't allowed to drive, so he couldn't get to the airport. But I couldn't go to him because I had a very busy schedule at that time. And we started to fight. And I didn't hear from him. And after 2 days, I started calling. And he never picked up the phone. And then I'm sitting in a very big meeting, 50 people, reading my notes. Suddenly an SMS pops up. This is Rene's brother. He has been in an accident. The police has just brought us his phone. Please do not call us. We will call you. Whoa. That was a real shock. And I wasn't sure what to do. So I decided not to add to the confusion, not to go there and be upset, but to wait my turn and to see what they tell me. And they never told me anything. And I never could get in touch anymore. It was as if Rene had never existed. In the beginning, I called very often, every day, then every week, then once every 3 weeks, then monthly. I did get Rene on the phone twice after half a year. Each time he promised to call back right away, and he never did. Well, I guess you all think what I thought then. It was a straw fire. He was just playing with her. This was nothing. But deep in my heart, I couldn't believe that. So every once in a while I would call. And 1.5 years, it's a Sunday. It's winter, kind of again. I get him on the phone. And I ask him if he knows who I am. And he says no. But when I tell him how he called me Principessa, and that he made Swiss fondue for me, and all the other things that had happened and how he had behaved, he starts to cry loudly and tells me, if this is what I've done, and this is how I've acted, then I must have been terribly in love. And actually, that is the happy end I want to share with you. It was such a relief to at least know that even though I had lost this big love, I knew that I hadn't been mistaken and that it had been a great love. We didn't manage to get back together again. It was too hurtful for him because he had been in a car accident and he had actually lost his memories. So to this very day, he doesn't really know who I am, but I at least know that it was right to fall in love with him.